So if you're ever looking for a musical artist that was made to get you through hard times, an artist like the group BTS is going to do that. I'm just saying, not trying to convert anybody. I'm just saying, okay? Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm Nisi, and I have vowed to remain single for as long as I love BTS, which may be forever. So they released 2 of Jimin's songs that had previously only been released on SoundCloud. So it was released for the fans, but it was never available on your normal platforms like iMusic or Spotify. So now I can actually add my absolute favorite song from Jimin to my BTS playlists. From what I've heard, he wrote this song and he knew exactly what he wanted to obviously say in Korean, but for the English parts, wasn't exactly sure how to best say that. And so he worked with RM to write those parts. At least from what I read, he knew that the goal of the song, or what he was trying to convey in this song, was to love yourself. Again, part of why I love BTS so much is their music is so rooted in inspiring within themselves and others this ability to accept and love yourself for who you are. So if you're ever looking for a musical artist that was made to get you through hard times, an artist like the group BTS is going to do that. I'm just saying, not trying to convert anybody. I'm just saying, okay? So he wrote this song and it sounds beautiful and it sounds like a love song. A lot of BTS's beautiful songs sound like they could be love songs. But what's cool is they're really not love songs. They're really not about somebody else. They're really about themselves. They're songs to themselves. And as a listener, I can connect with that song. From a fan perspective, a super effective way, I'm sure, to build a rapport with your fan base, because I'm so used to BTS's music being music to help you love yourself. And so they've ingrained that in me as a fan. And it's easy for me to digest their music in that way. That is typically how I take it. And so I'm sure a lot of people who love this song love it because they see it as a way to talk to themselves. And maybe you'll see this. Maybe you'll see a little bit of that when we go through the lyrics. So I'm just going to start. Apologies for pausing in advance, but it doesn't really work if I don't. 혼자 주저앉아 생각만 커져가 언제부터 넌 날 아프게 했던가 너조차도 모르잖아. Sitting alone, my mind keeps going far away, right? If you're someone like me who is a highly anxious person, my mind is constantly going far away. It's constantly going to things that I know myself probably is not the healthiest, smartest things to be thinking about, but my mind naturally drifts to those things. And typically those things might be negative things. Take all of these translations with a grain of salt. I'm sure Jaeguchi, who put together this lyric video, did a very good job trying to research and translate this accurately. However, as with a lot of translations, there is room for interpretation. So there's another fan site that I use, and I will link actually that fan site in the description for this video. It's called Dual Set Lyrics. It's, again, a fan site that translates a lot of the BTS songs. And the lyrics are slightly different there. The sentiment and the feeling is the same, but again, translations, especially in this example from Korean to English, isn't always a one for one, this word means this word, right? So there is a little bit of interpretation that you will have to accept. And in a way, it makes some of these lyrics a little bit more subjective than they would have been had the artist just given us English versions of the lyrics from their own words. So in other places, you might see these words spelled out differently, but the feeling should be the same. So since when did I give pain to you? You're going further away. When I think about this, I'm thinking of it more from a perspective of you're sitting alone, your brain is kind of drifting away, and you are actually internally talking to yourself, right? When did I cause you hurt? Yourself. How did I cause myself this hurt? I feel like I'm getting further and further away from me. 너도 아프잖아, cause you're mine. I just wanna blow your mind. 이렇게 넌 또 멀어져만 가는데. This line here. You're hurt because you're mine. I just want to blow your mind. And all of this is subjective. I'm talking about it from my own perspective. So anyone else who's a fan of this song may hear these lyrics and interpret them differently. That's 100% fine. That's the beauty of music. But for me, you're hurt because you're mine. I think of this more as like you're hurting and you're a part of me. And I just want to blow your mind. I think of it from the perspective of I just want to do good. I just want to make my family proud. I want to make myself proud, right? So, but you're getting further away from me. Sometimes it's hard. It's nothing huge. I said it like that, but to be honest, it might not actually be that, right? So to me, I feel like that interpretation is interesting. I've seen it differently. Like I've seen it more aligned to like, you know, I'm fine. Like it's not a big deal. So I think of that a lot as like, you know, yeah, I'm all right. It's nothing huge. But to be honest, you know, I did say it like that, but it actually might not be like that. I might not be actually okay. I want you to be your light, baby. You should be your light. 저는 아프지 않게 네가 웃을 수 있게. I want you to be your night, baby. You could be your night. 이 밤이 너에게 솔직할 수 있게. No translations necessary. I want you to be your light. Telling yourself you can look to yourself and find the light within you. I want you to be your night. You can be your night. But we all have darkness. It's okay. Accept that part of you. I can be honest with that part of you as well. And maybe if you find within yourself the ability to accept both the light and dark parts of you, that is a way for you to also be able to be honest with yourself. He's about to have this break in his voice that I think is so beautiful. That O. So you have to be okay with accepting darkness sometimes, that there might even be dark parts of you. And that's okay. You're still a worthwhile human being to love and to care for. And if you can accept both your light and your night as a part of you, then you can be honest with yourself. I think that's really beautiful.
이제 내게 약속해 하루에 몇 번씩 혼자라 느껴져 널 버리지는 마 나야 여기 잠깐 멈춰서 새끼손가락 걸고 이제 내게 약속해
Okay, promise me, even if you feel like you're alone, even if you feel alone many times a day, don't throw yourself away. Don't give up. Take a second to intertwine our pinkies and let's pinky promise. This song to me, like, it makes me emotional just like talking through the song, because the song has had such an impact on, again, how I choose to look at myself and how much easier it now feels to accept both the light and the night, the light, the dark, the good and the bad. That makes me who I am, because in the end, I should love all of me. And BTS, every now and then, they help me do that a little bit more easily. So, I hope you enjoyed this little foray. I hope you enjoyed this little foray into Jimin's promise to be able to look back and see how far he came from this independently released on SoundCloud song to this now fully re-released song that people are getting to enjoy, and hopefully is having a much broader reach to potential new fans that find him that maybe would take them a while to get to Promise on SoundCloud any other way. So, can't wait to see more of Jimin. Rewind.
아프잖아, cause you're mine. I just wanna blow your mind. 이렇게 넌 더 멀어져만 가는데 아무렇지 않은데 그렇게 말하는데 사실은 내가 그게 아닌가 봐. I want you to be late, baby.
Okay, I don't know why I'm singing, I'm sorry. I love this song so much.
네가 웃을 수 있게 I want you to be